What is up, guys? We're doing a playback of today, actually, January 15th. We started at 10 a.m., so we decided really quick to do with or against. And it's a swing low, first entry, second entry. Market looks like it's going to shoot up, so you buy in a 1 tick entry, non-obvious. Actually, that could be a spike, so you can do a 1 tick entry there. So either way, it works out. Yeah. Actually, does it? No, you would do a non-obvious because it's 4 bars, and so that works out there. You could also take that as a double bottom, do a first entry, second entry. But then we ended up checking like 2 more trades. So we had this swing high, first entry, second entry. Market looks like it's going to keep pushing up here. Looks like at this point I really did see this happening. This entire bigger picture, the entire correction. So buying there and going with it. And of course, and there's this guy. There's a little bit of a topping pattern, but we're still part of that upward bias. So I thought I skipped on this trade as well. So because I would have sold there, and then this one I would have sold here as well. So we were still sticking out of it. But actually, if you think about it, on if you're playing the pattern setup, then you would be selling here. But if you're playing what we're supposed to do, which is use the way the market behaves to decide where the market is going. In this case, like after the consolidation here, after the spike up, you can imagine the market shooting up here, and we're just basically playing off of what the market looks like it's about to do, and quickly decide what if we're going to be trading against it or with it. And since these past 2 ones were with, we would say if this market pushes up here, actually you would be selling here because a swing high, first entry, second entry right there, 1 tick entry that actually gets you, and then it pushes up. Then you had a swing low, first entry, second entry. Market looks like it's going to keep pushing up here to correct this entire thing, because if it was that dome pattern, it would have happened right here. So since we kept pushing up there on this like swing low, first entry, second entry, you could enter right there, and then it pushes up and it gets your scalp, then it pushes down. So selling here would have not worked because of that signal bar right there. So then, even though you were essentially correct, you would have gotten stopped out if you were selling there, especially with our strategy since these bars are massive. And so then we had our first trade, so we were trading with. So we had swing high, first entry, second entry. This market looked like it's going to correct because of this these patterns that show up quite often, which is that this. So we had that right here happening. So selling right there, we were deciding what does the market look like it's going to do here. It looks like it's going to keep on going down, and so we sold on a non-obvious since that's your first entry, and this is just 1 bar. And if you could count that green bar, that would be just only 2 bars. So the non-obvious entry works out perfectly, comes up to it, a couple of ticks past it, and shoots straight down. Then we had another setup coming up soon, looks like. All right, so the market pushed up first here, and if you take a look at this, oh gosh, you had a swing low, first entry, second entry, and the market pushes up, and now you got this pattern coming around here. Now you have this guy working up. As you can see, it's like a head and shoulders sort of thing, and so the market pushes up there. That would be your second entry, and then this would be your first opportunity working down this way. So you're buying there on a 1 tick entry. Market pushes back just enough, and then pushes right back down. So good trade. You could have also sold there. That would probably be the better trade because you're still playing this downtrend essentially. And then you have a swing low, first entry, and I think this is the second entry. Oh, we took it on this side. So swing high, first entry, and pushes down first, and the second entry. And as you can see, we bought here just simply because of what's happening right here. We want to decide where does the market look like it's going and go with it, and it looks like it's going in this direction. So yeah. And then we had another setup right here. This one's very good. So essentially, you would be playing this, right? You would assume the market's pushing up here. However, if you take a look at this is almost perfect price action, where lower highs, higher lows, and then you would want higher lows before the market pushed up in that direction. So I was convinced that this market was going to push back down here before pushing up to the highs, and so selling there is the best option. And yeah, and now we're here. So 4 for 4, pretty good playback. Took another trade and we got it pretty quick. A little bit of memory on this one, but essentially you had this topping pattern here, or this bottoming pattern, and the market looked like it was going to push up. And if you take a look at the minute chart, it has these spikes right here, and so it looks like that move is already completed after that strong push down. And the fact that it started consolidating made it seem like we weren't going to get something like this anymore. Like that move already happened and we already consolidated, and you can start seeing the correction of this going on, just like the correction of this or the correction of this. So we can start to see the correction of this, and so that's why selling there is actually the better option. So yeah, good trade. Gonna switch. Actually, we'll stick with this for now, just because this is our signal bar. Switch into a buy. We're in the trade. Nice. All right, I could have sworn by memory the market was going to move down, but good thing we went against it because went with what the market looked like it was going to do instead. And so essentially on the minute chart, you have this strong spike down, and it's weird to imagine that the market would do this. We can instead imagine the market correcting this bar right here and continue pushing up, and maybe even continuing this little motion overall bigger picture here. I know we said it was finished, but technically it still has a good amount of space to work back here. But we only sold there because of the correction of that. And so just trading on what the market looks like it's going to do has been working very well now. So good trade. Where is it? So buying right there on the swing high, first entry, second entry. And we might just switch here. So buying there would also been good too, I think. Unless it pushed down. No, actually, your stop's probably like a little bit over here. Yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, we're gonna switch to this guy now. I want to get this one recorded for sure. Let's see what happens here. So not like this actually. Oh wow, we got triggered real quick. I think that should have been a 75 entry. Oh. Alright, so this is the interesting thing. The thing I imagined was either this market is going to do this, but it would have been difficult to imagine this huge spike down, but that's exactly what happens here. So I didn't think this would happen, and it ends up happening. So that's actually a good note to take, because now we know that this is a very strong possibility for the market correction. So if you are in debate on whether to like correct this side on that pattern, because right here at this point it's a little difficult to tell where the market's going because it's already almost completed this entire thing. You could potentially shoot this way, and if you're playing this right here, you wouldn't have to imagine the market doing a massive drop like it did like that. But you could imagine a little bit more consolidation before it pushes down. So I was actually playing this first instead of this, but obviously this is not an actual thing. So yeah. Alright, I guess we're sticking with this guy. I'm not sure if it's going to push up high enough here. Yeah. See, I remember this trade during the live. We took it on the 450 right here, and it was just enough of a bounce. But the market does look like it's going to keep on pushing down there. We originally had that sell order in. Looks like it was just going to keep pushing down. So a sell order right there would have been the better play. All right, so we're really just going to do the width here. It's a little hard this read. But yeah. Wait to tell you. Have you noticed I haven't gone? Actually, it looks like this pattern is setting up here. Let's go ahead and just 30. Nice. Excuse me. So is this pattern here? It's very plausible to be happening on this side as well. Yeah, it was a little bit of a difficult read, but that was a good trade. Good trade. To the sky. Test, test. Test, 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 test. Alright, we're sticking with the obvious, which is for this to correct. Let's go ahead and see how this plays out. Hopefully we're not missing anything. Stella, you okay? Oh, we're still forming this bar. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Alright. What you gonna do here, buddy? Still our signal bar, unless we get that matching low. Here it comes. Alright, we're doing a sell here. Oh. Alright, we're in the trade. Let's go ahead and see. I'm pretty sure this one works out. Because I remember taking this today in the video and we couldn't get it. And so essentially it's just a basic correction right there. The play the way the market looks like it's going to play. And that works out well. It's a good trade. Good trade. Good trade. Alright, you got this topping pattern here. Market looks like it's going to keep pushing up. Nice. So essentially what we have there is this bottoming pattern, as you can see. Market just looks like it's gonna keep pushing up here. It's a little hard to imagine this to happen because this is not really that and this is not really this, but yeah. Alright, and that'll be it until next time.